Hello beautiful, welcome to my channel. How are you guys doing today? For those of you who are new, I'm High Priestess Elif, and I welcome you to evolve with me. We're doing a pick a pile. We're taking a look at what you are being challenged or tested through right now and how you can overcome it. We're going to get some advice from your spirit guides, your ancestors, and we're going to get some advice from the angel guides for you. What is the point of knowing and understanding what is showing up for us energetically and why it is showing up in that way if we don't know what to do about it, or how we can best honor the energy and respond to it in a way that is going to serve us, our soul's evolution, our growth, and to set us free from karmic patterns. So that's what this reading is about. I'm doing 3 piles, beloved. So if you're new to my channel, I hope you enjoy the energy, and if you do, that you decide to become a part of the community. If you do decide to subscribe, please comment, let me know what you thought of the reading, and then go into the description box and subscribe. Join my newsletter where you can redeem a free gift. It is a choice between a general reading where I look into your general health, love, and money. It's an introductory reading, or a soul scan, a soul imprint scan, which is a tool for self-assessment, okay, to see where you are, where you need to do healing, where your blockages may be, and where your work begins. All right, returning subscribers, I do have a competition where I say thank you to my subscribers for watching 3 or more videos, and I give away a free full reading or a coaching session with me at the end of each month. I've already uploaded the winners for the last 2 months. We will continue doing this. All you have to do is watch the video to the end, comment, and put in brackets somewhere in your comment which video it is for the month. When you get to your 3rd video, I will enter you into the draw. Obviously, the more videos you watch, the higher your chance, but at the end of the month, I do a lucky draw, and then I will post the winner on my channel. Okay, public post. Cool. So, anything else? Let's tune in. I welcome you to take a few deep breaths. Welcome your guides and keepers into the space. Whenever you are opening up to receive messages from your inner being, from source, your guides, your keepers, they draw nearer to support you. Ask them to guide you through the reading. If it resonates, claim it without a doubt. If it doesn't, leave it. It's probably for someone else. And if it triggers, that is where your work begins. All right. Let's begin with pile 1. All right, pile 1. What are you being tested with right now? What is your challenge right now? Authenticity. Allowing your truth to shine through, allowing your truth to come through, allowing who you truly are to be shown to the entire world, allowing your medicine to reach the entire world. You've had to mask for so long. You still find yourself doing it in certain environments, situations, and places because you don't feel completely confident or safe enough to just be yourself. And it's because some of what you're expressing is not really who you are. So you're being tested in your masking, your authenticity, and what is really your voice, what is really your truth, who you truly are. And your fear of being loved and accepted as you are is being triggered, but also your fear of being judged, persecuted, and receiving backlash because of who you are is being triggered. It's coming to the surface, and this is at the heart of what you're experiencing right now, what you are being guided through in your human experience. Okay, how does this show up for you? Fear, delusions. It's an 8 of Swords energy. You're telling yourself things that are keeping you stuck, and you're making excuses for it. And some people say, well, it's because I'm private. Well, because I just don't need anybody, I don't want more friends. I don't want to have to deal with people and their negativity. You just avoiding having to be seen. Eight of Swords, can you see how she's got the blindfold on? You're blind to a lot of what's really happening around you because your fear blinds you. There's delusion, there's fantasies, you're not seeing things for what they really are. You see how she's got the bound, the ties around her arms. It's like she's bound, but all of that is loose. She can wiggle her way out of it. She's decided she's got no choice. You have decided, I don't have a choice in this matter, when really you do. You are more empowered. You have more power than you think. And so she's over here in this muddy, murky place because she's too afraid to move. She thinks she's going to get hurt if she does. When behind her over there is a beautiful castle where she belongs. You're not living your reality because of this. And this affects relationships. It affects communication, how you present yourself. This affects your truth, how you express yourself. This affects how you see yourself, what you are willing to sit with, what you avoid, what you run away from. This affects you mentally. It affects your mental health. That's the price that you pay for the bondage. You are so free, beloved, you can choose bondage. And right now, your soul wants to be free from this so that you can move into the next stage and the next phase of your existence, being more authentic, being your true self, being free. Free to be loved for who you truly are, and free to love all of who you are. All right. Your guidance. Let's get some advice from your spirit guides about this first. Authenticity is the daily practice of letting go of who we think that we are supposed to be and embracing who we truly are. Your wisdom is the result of your courage to break through walls that once limited your life. This message reminds you to reflect on how much you have already achieved, dear one. Reflect on your breakthroughs and ask yourself if there are any more walls or masks that still need to be removed. Breaking through walls is like taking off self-constructed social masks that serve only to hide your true authentic nature and conceal the full radiance and magnificence of your life. Your connection to your soul is lost when masks are worn and freedom is traded in for social facades. Being authentic, however, is the result of accepting both the light and shadow aspects of yourself. It is about allowing your soul's true expression of light to shine through despite your mind's hesitancy. Authenticity is having the courage to be true to your very core. But beloved, in order for you to be true to your very core, you have to be willing to meet all of who you are. And your capacity to meet all of who you are in different timelines, different dimensions, who you've always been throughout eternity, not just here in this time-space reality, is allowing yourself to accept that this 3D reality is an illusion. It's an experience that you're having to meet a part of yourself. It is not your truth. Your spirit guides, your ancestors are saying that in your bloodline there is a long history of an identity that has been passed down through generations. This is so deeply embedded, so deeply imprinted. You came in with the technology and the capacity to break free from this. You are the one that sets your bloodline free. You are the one that sets your bloodline free, beloved. But in order to do this, you have to do you have to choose not to do what they have always done, to become completely identified with the trauma. To be constantly rummaging through the boxes of memory that was events and experiences. And to remember that there is more about you that is tuned into source. Your ancestors are saying, your spirit guides are saying, this is how this looks. It's the choice between identifying with the experience and the people who you had that experience with, being over there with them, thinking about it, being upset about it, wrestling in that experience again and again. Why did they do this? Why did you do this? Why did this happen? This is so wrong. Why do people get away with this? You're in the conditional experience. That's the one choice. And this is what your ancestors have been doing. And when you look at your family, you'll see they do the same. They get lost in victimhood. And there's a narcissistic element. There is a borderline personality element there. And you might have seen that in your family members, but maybe you don't see the traits that you possess. You've inherited it. Okay. Our family members, those who came before us, they reflect a part of ourselves to us. And it's usually the part of ourselves we don't want to see. So that is the one choice going round and round in the story that keeps making us a victim, where we're trying to gain our power there. We have no power there. We've never had power there, is what your loved ones are saying, your ancestors, your spirit guides. Where we have power is in the second choice. Our connection to source, creation, goodness, love, compassion. You have the freedom to choose where you live by choosing your perspective, by choosing what you focus on. And when you find yourself wanting to go back into the mud, back into the trenches where the war was fought already, to go and relive the war, you disempower us once again. You disempower yourself. This is what we have done as your ancestry for so long. You are the one who has the capacity to set yourself free. Your mother does not have the capacity. Your father does not have the capacity. Your grandparents did not have that capacity. You have it. You, Pile 1, are the best of us. You are the best of us. So stop trying to understand why we did the things we did, because you wouldn't do it, because you are the best of us. All right. So dear one, release any fears that you hold about what others may expect from you. It can sometimes be all too easy to get lost in the spiritual identity of self and live your life trapped in the expectations of others, as much as it is your natural state to inspire and uplift others. Remember to always be true to yourself. This could simply mean putting yourself first and taking some time out to rejuvenate your own energy resources. The chakras that you are being guided to focus on working with right now in your healing practice and your practice, your spiritual practice is, and your practice of well-being, whatever that you call it, is to focus on working with the solar plexus and the throat. And an exercise that's being offered is, what does authenticity mean to you? So do a journaling exercise, write down what comes to you and the reasons why it is so important to be authentic. And an affirmation that you can repeat over the next week or two to support this is, I am courageous and free, living a life authentically being me. Put that in the comment section. So that is your guidance from your spirit guides, your ancestry. You have always been different. You came here with the intention of being different, of being unique. And you spend so much of your time outside of your being, your vessel, your body, your essence, in stories and dramas and events and news, and still trying to fit in and still trying to be safe in this world in which you've always felt you don't belong. You do belong here. You have your own space in this time-space reality, but you don't belong in their stories. You've carved out your own little space in this world. Allow yourself to be fully present in it, to love it. Guidance from the angels. Creativity. A creative outlet. This Eight of Swords here is mental bondage. You're going to need help working through this, because when you have a blindfold on, you cannot navigate your own darkness. Your mind is going to play tricks on you. You need to learn to get out of the mind, because the mind is misleading you. Out of the mind into your connection with source, with life, with creation, and into your body, into your nervous system. And the angels are advising that you do that through creativity. The angels suggest that you explore your creative potential now. Creativity is an energy for adventure and change. It may herald a new idea, inspiration for a book, an artistic vision, or a new project. Let your imagination flow. If you do not know how to channel the force, you may feel restless or dispirited. So ask your angels to help you to direct your creative energy towards something worthwhile. And if you have been putting this off because you are afraid of how you appear or how you look, well, there's your confirmation in this reading. I had a few people do a focus group with me recently, and I gave them the 5-step course for free, the process for free. I facilitated it for free, and all I asked is that they would share their experience so that other people could benefit from the information. And then when one of the members who was doing really, really well realized that she's going to have to post on her social media to share with friends, and she opted out. She said it's because she's private. She was not willing to share light and love, a beautiful experience that could help other people, because she was afraid of being judged and ridiculed. And she sabotaged herself because it wasn't about me. Us sharing our story, it uplifts the collective. And when we contribute to uplifting the collective, we heal, we get the breakthroughs. It's for us. The angel wisdom reminds you that you are a co-creator with the divine. Use your power with wisdom and joy. There are so many ways in which we are holding ourselves in bondage, thinking that we're in bondage because someone did something to us or because of something out of our control. It's not the truth. It's in your control. You just need to stop making excuses for yourself and telling yourself it's not in your control. The affirmation that the angels are offering you is, I enjoy my creative powers and use them for the highest good. Use your power with wisdom and joy. That is your message, Power One. So this has given you all the guidance you need to be aware of how the universe is serving you right now with everything that you are facing, and how life always comes to meet you exactly where you are to honor your soul's evolution. That's the only thing that's ever happening here. And how you choose to respond to it is always up to you. You have free will. If you would like to do one-on-one coaching sessions to work through this, to have facilitated process work, spiritual healing, you're welcome to contact me. Details are in the description box below. Whatever you feel is best for you, whatever what you are being guided towards, do what is best for you. Love and light, and I'll see you next time. Bye. My beautiful pile twos, what are you being tested with right now? What are you being guided through? What is your challenge right now? So that you can be set free from whatever bondage is holding you back and give space to your next stage or phase of evolution. Soul travel. It's being less involved in the 3D conditional world, the problems of this world, and trying to figure out how you can control it, and journeying through the non-physical realms, which is your inner world, spiritual dimensions. There is a much bigger world out there. And my guides are saying to me, your guides are saying that it's because of fear. You're afraid. There's so much indoctrination. It's also because you're afraid you're not good enough. You're imagining yourself, you don't have the capacity, and you're afraid that it is just another way that you're trying to escape. But there is information and there is knowledge that you have embedded in your inner world, in your spiritual world, in the spiritual realms, for you to retrieve for this time-space reality, for this 3D reality that you are experiencing, for the world as it is right now, which is a medicine. So you are being guided towards spending more time connecting to your inner world, your inner being, your essence, through meditation and spending time out in nature, tuning into connecting with your spirit guides and your angel guides and your ancestors and past lives. How does this challenge, how are you being tested how does this show up as a test in your 3D world, in your human reality? It's through the kinds of lovers that you're attracting. You're attracting lovers that are not open or available to you emotionally. They don't communicate well. They love bomb you. They send mixed signals. Love is a great challenge for you. The more you're trying to establish healthy, beautiful relationships, the more you're efforting to be understood, to communicate well, the more these people seem to distance themselves or be from a very, very different world. You've outgrown your world. You've outgrown your world. You're still holding on to the timeline that you are on, and you're attracting people that are not a match to you on a soul level, because there is a part of yourself that you are meant to reconnect with, and that is your soul self. Let's get your advice from your spirit guides about this. Soul travel is the exploration of the inner and outer worlds, which gives rise to greater awareness. Soul travel is moving beyond the human body and experiencing inner and outer worlds through expanded states of consciousness. It is key to seeing the bigger picture of life. Your soul, through consciousness, can train for the trials and lessons and tribulations of Earth's reality, lessons that build confidence and understanding. By playing out various lessons through conscious soul travel, you trial various choices that empower you in your waking states. This message serves to remind you of your ability to utilize the amazing gifts of vision and insight. These visionary experiences are achieved through the Anya portal. No, the Anya portal is the third eye. This is the Anahata, but they've brought my attention to the Anahata as well. So you want to work with both the third eye and the heart chakra. Because this message, Pal, to many of you are healers, and your heart chakra, often when we come into this life out, we have to work through and traverse through a blocked heart chakra, because we find ourselves to be too sensitive, to feel too much, and that is just the burden of the healer. But you cannot fully live your calling until your heart chakra is open. This portal, the Anya portal, is the door that leads to the inner realms and worlds of higher consciousness. Tapping more regularly into these inner realms and exploring your inner self through conscious soul travel, you will be guided through the complexities of everyday life, and you will experience profound visions. So the third eye comes into focus. You want to work on that, within your meditations, your spiritual process, when you're working with your spiritual teacher, your mentor, your spiritual guide or coach. You want to focus on that and the heart. An exercise that's being offered is, before going to sleep or meditating, set an intention on what you would like to better understand. Sometimes clues of what you need to understand more deeply within yourself are hidden within cryptic visions, so pay close attention and intuitively decipher what is needed. So journal. Whenever you go into meditation or you have a dream journal, have a meditation journal. The symbols in there are communicating something with you. And then work with your spiritual coach to decipher the symbolism so that you can understand, start to interpret the language of your soul, okay? And how your guides and your inner being communicates with you. Get enough rest, eat natural foods, and keep your vibration high. Your affirmation is, I am open to visionary experiences and insight for my soul's growth. So, you're being tested on a soul level because you are being called forward in your calling, your purpose, as a healer, as a seer, as a guide. So work with your spiritual teacher. If you don't have a spiritual teacher, get one, all right? You can contact me for spiritual coaching and for guidance. I do one-on-one coaching with clients on a weekly or a bi-weekly basis. Okay. The reasons, so your guides are saying the reason why this is manifesting in your relationships is because it is the universe's way, spirit, your inner being's way of saying, I am offering you love. I am finding ways to bring it to you. You are not open to it. You are not receptive of the love that your ancestors, your guides, your spirit team, they're offering. Okay. Let's get some advice from the angel guides for you. What support do the angels of light bring you in this test, in this challenge? It's an opportunity. We are all presented with opportunities and are expected to flow with the currents that come our way. This guidance, this message suggests that something is now being made available to you, and it is up to you to use it to your greatest advantage. This changes your entire life. If you prioritize this is the foundation, the root of everything. You can, of course, make your own opportunities. If you knock on enough doors, one will inevitably be open to you. So you are also reminded to persevere, for it may be that a door which was previously locked has now been opened a crack. Quiet your mind and ask the angels to help you. Your affirmation is, I am ready for all opportunities. Beautiful message there, beloved. This is about your calling. This is about you tapping into your power here. Perhaps you've been existing in an environment, and they're bringing me back to the beginning of the reading where they're saying you're still very much involved in trying to gain control in your 3D world. This is an illusion. So any control that you gain here is an illusion. Your real power is on a spiritual level. It's who you are as a soul being. It's in the spiritual realm. All right. Pile 2, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed your reading and that it's given you the clarity and the insight that you need right now to allow evolution and expansion, that next stage of expansion. And remember, we're never going to be done. We're only done when we leave these bodies and we do that thing called death. Okay. So you are not failing. This is just the next stage, the next phase of your journey. All right. So whatever you choose to do, do what is best for you, beloved. Love and light, and I will see you next time. Bye now. Hello, my beautiful pile 3s. What is your challenge right now? What are your guides guiding you through, testing you around? What is the universe testing you with right now? What is your inner being testing you around for your growth, your evolution? You've got the 11 card and false cards. What is it that you are feeding? What is it that you serve? What is it that you're giving energy to? A lot of this is misunderstood for so many of us. The number 11 is self-mastery. That God is within you. Everything is you. That which you perceive to be evil, darkness, the devil is also within you. What are the false gods? What are you still feeding and giving your energy to that dishonors your soul? That is not in alignment with what your soul has called forth and what you really want to do. You're doing it unconsciously in many cases. We have been programmed to give our power away and to seek saviors outside of ourselves. So it's such an easy thing to do. Don't be hard on yourself. But you are being guided through a process. In this false matrix, there are so many programs and mechanisms to get us to give our energy away. So don't be hard on yourself. We find ourselves doing this so often, all the time, when we're not paying attention. But for you, Pile 3, you are going through an initiation of setting yourself free from this programming in a very significant way right now. All right, what area of your life is this being highlighted in? Money. It's being highlighted with money. Do you find, Pile 3, that money feels a little bit like your God? When you have it, you feel great. You love the world. When you don't have it, you hate the world. You hate yourself. You feel like you're a failure. Money has come to tell you, I am not your God. I am here to serve and to honor you. I am a physical manifestation of your personal currency. And if your personal currency is so dependent, which is the value you place upon yourself, is so dependent on conditions, then you love yourself very conditionally. You are not tuned into who you are as a goddess or a god. You are a God force. You having this real life experience is you experiencing the God that you are in a human form. Not enough. Your wound is not enough. Shortage consciousness. That is what you, and when you think of God, source, consciousness, your higher power, whatever that is for you, do you think of that as not enough? God has access to all. So when you see yourself as not having access to all, as not having enough, you are not tuned into. You do not perceive yourself as the God force. So this manifests in your money, beloved. Shortage, cycle, very, very uncomfortable lessons over and over when it comes to money. A love-hate relationship with money. Also attracting partners who can't take care of you. Your root chakra, your sense of stability, sense of security is very, very vulnerable. And that is what you are being guided to work on. Let's get your message from your spirit guides, your ancestors. Darkness is the absence of light. Ego is the absence of awareness. Many people associate false gods to the worship of statues, idols, and deities. That's the first thing that comes to mind, which are all outside of their religion and their belief system. What they don't, however, recognize is that false gods hiding within themselves. This God is the voice of the ego. You recognize the ego through your fear. When fear speaks, when fear dictates, when fear is dominating your choices, that is your ego. The ego is the self-constructed identity that is made up of who you think you are based on your beliefs from your individual life experiences. It is that part of you that does not want to let go of lower vibrational thinking patterns. The ego is the conflicting voice that you sometimes hear when wishing to follow your heart. It's important to stay conscious, dear one, of the energy that you feed within you, and be discerning of the false gods within others too. The ego often hides behind strong opinions that appear to be true. Aligning yourself with the God, goddess energy within is aligning yourself with truth, unconditional love and compassion. Unconditional love and compassion. You can tell if another is coming from a place of ego or by truth, by the fruits of their tree, the fruits of their spirit. Good trees bear good fruits that inspire light, peace, and oneness through love. This light does not come from a place of judgment, separation, and condemnation. Nor does it use the energy of fear to control. Through the wisdom of your heart, may you always be guided by the light of truth. There are so many leaders, politicians, religious leaders, even spiritual leaders that are spreading their message through the prism of fear. If it activates your fear, it's your indication. You become too afraid to share. You become afraid of a whole nation because they've polluted how you see that nation. For me, it is bizarre because my programming does not allow that. You are being guided through being set free from that programming, that false god. So the chakras you are being guided to work on with your spiritual teacher, your mentor, your spiritual coach is your solar plexus, your heart, and your throat. There are untruths that you are believing. You are still easily manipulated and led by untruths. Perspectives, looking at things in a way that is not true to who you are. The heart, blocked. Fear is easier than compassion at times, and so forth. Your sense of self in the solar plexus, self-worth, personal currency, just like I said earlier on. Personal currency is directly related to the money and how money flows in your life. An exercise that you are being offered is visualize two plants within you. One is the ego and the other is the divine self. Send both of these love and compassion, but water the plant that represents divine love within you. Watch it grow and become a strong tree grounded in love. The ego was never meant to control your life. The ego is a tool. It's not bad. It serves a purpose, but it was never meant to be in control. You were meant to be the one leading your life experience, and you are your soul self. Your affirmation that you are being offered is embracing the garden within me with loving kindness. I feel the divine light within me with love. I fill the divine light within me with love. There we go. Put your affirmation into the comment section. The angels of light. What guidance can the angels of light offer you during this time as you're working through this? Your relationship with money, with stability, with doing the shadow work around the ego, the false god within, and your soul self, tuning into and creating more alignment with your soul self. Imagination. So fitting. You create your reality with your imagination. Thoughts are the building bricks of life, for everything begins with a thought. Add creativity to thoughts and you have imagination. Every castle starts as a castle in the sky, in the air. And this image is then grounded by architects and builders. The angels are inviting you to use the power of your creative imagination to expand your horizons and picture the life that you want. When you hold a vision, the angels see the clarity of your intention and open doors to help you. The angel wisdom guides you to decide your desired outcomes. Be certain that you have the purest intentions. Then imagine your dreams and start the process of creation. The affirmation that the angels of light are offering you is, I picture positive outcomes for the highest good of all. Beautiful message. Beloved, you are not in this alone. And if you would like to have this process, this work that you are being guided through right now, this aspect, this journey, this process that is your life, that is your spiritual growth and evolution, that you are being guided through right now to be facilitated, you are welcome to contact me for spiritual coaching sessions. All right? Whatever you choose to do, do what is best for you. I do hope that you enjoyed the reading. Let me know in the comment section and that it has served. Love and light. I will see you guys next time. Bye now.